The story of the three wise men, also known as the Magi, is a beloved narrative in the Christian tradition, particularly associated with the birth of Jesus Christ. It is recounted in the Gospel of Matthew, specifically in Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 to 12. Here are the key elements of the story. Key points in the story. Arrival of the Magi visit to Jerusalem. The Magi, described as wise men or scholars from the East, arrived in Jerusalem seeking the King of the Jews. They had observed a significant star in the sky, which they interpreted as signaling the birth of a new king. Their journey led them to Jerusalem because it was the capital city, and they believed it would be the place where a new king would be born. Consultation with King Herod. Herod's concern. Upon hearing of the Magi's quest, King Herod the Great became troubled. He feared that this new king of the Jews would threaten his own rule. Herod summoned the chief priests and scribes to inquire where the Messiah was prophesied to be born. Prophecy and guidance. The religious leaders informed Herod that the Messiah was to be born in Bethlehem, according to the prophecy found in the Old Testament, specifically in Micah chapter 5, verse 2. Guided by the star. Following Herod's instructions, the Magi continued their journey to Bethlehem. The star they had been following reappeared and guided them directly to the place where Jesus was. Visit and gifts. The Magi found Jesus with Mary, his mother, and they worshipped him. They presented gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Each gift had symbolic significance. Gold symbolized Jesus' kingship. Frankincense represented his divinity, as it was used in worship and incense offerings. Myrrh foreshadowed his suffering and death, as it was used in embalming. Divine warning. After their visit, the Magi were warned in a dream not to return to Herod, who had deceptive intentions. They departed for their own country by another route to avoid revealing Jesus' location. Herod's reaction. Enraged by the Magi's evasion, Herod ordered the massacre of all male infants in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under. This event, known as the Massacre of the Innocents, was an attempt to eliminate the newborn king of the Jews. Flight to Egypt. Following another dream, Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus, took Mary and the infant Jesus and fled to Egypt to escape Herod's massacre. They remained there until Herod's death, after which they returned to Nazareth. Significance and legacy. The gifts of the Magi and their journey symbolize the recognition of Jesus as a significant and divine figure by people outside of Jewish tradition. Their story highlights the theme of Jesus being acknowledged by the wider world and signifies the universality of his message. In the Christian liturgical calendar, the visit of the Magi is celebrated as the Feast of the Epiphany, which occurs on January 6th. This feast commemorates the revelation of Christ to the Gentiles, represented by the Magi. The Magi have been depicted in various art forms, including paintings, nativity scenes, and literature. They are often referred to as the three wise men or three kings, although the Bible does not specify their number or names. The story of the Magi enriches the nativity narrative by showing the recognition of Jesus' significance by wise men from afar, emphasizing the universal impact of his birth and the fulfillment of prophetic traditions.